This is another video I'm making of another hobby engine equipment I got. You can get these on eBay, Amazon. Just shop around a little bit. You can get a good deal with it. This is an non-spectrum one, so you get it like 20 bucks or 30 bucks cheaper than getting one with a spectrum. So you got an antenna here and an antenna here. So if you get that, that's what you want to look for. If you see it cheaper, most times that's what it is. It's the older style one. Takes a 7.2 volt battery. I take the same battery as this thing here, as my Bobcat does. It's a 7.2 800 milliamp battery, NiCad battery. Comes with a charger and all that stuff. Charger, radio. I believe this might be 1/10 or 1/12. I think it's actually all these are the same. I think they're 1/12. It's a hobby engine. You can get these on eBay or Amazon. And wherever else you can find them. There's a little cabin here. I wish the door would open. The door don't open. Somebody probably will cut it out and make the door open. A little tiny cabin there. Little levers and stuff like that. Doesn't take much to make these fully operational off a big radio. That's what I'm planning to do with each one of these things. The pistons in the front. They look really good. I mean, they got all the hoses and everything. Once again, the tracks are rubber. I found my biggest problem is they're rubber. They actually, you run them on hardwood and stuff like that. On a real short carpet, they're okay. You just can't do a hard turn, or these will come off the tracks. And you gotta just, you know, the rubber, you just put them right back on. But it's a nuisance. So if you run around on very short carpet, do just wide turns. Don't do a 360 turn. You should be okay. The battery goes in here. On/off switches here. It has little wheels in here that runs on in the middle. These actually move. They're not fixed. They don't get hung up. They're actually running wheels. Same thing on the top. So I'm kind of impressed with hobby engine stuff. It looks good. They actually put a lot of thought into it. I don't know what goes in here. Maybe I'll put like a little hitch in here. I can tow something with it. So they actually paint it with a little dirt on here. Some of them don't have them, some of them do. Just gotta, it's somewhat a gamble if the whoever's selling, if they take original pictures or make their own pictures up and what they're selling. Has a little scrape paint on here, so it looks like it's actually been digging in dirt. Got a little warning sticker. We're gonna just push these buttons. They have little pictures that tells you what each one does. Has a little spotlight on the boom. It only works whenever you push any button. Has a fail-safe ratchet. That's how far it goes out. See, this one here is operated, the boom itself is operated off of one switch. So you push the button here, it goes out and dumps, in and scoops. The motor for in here, this is where the motor is. It's back in here. That's what lifts it, not these cylinders. These are just displayed, they just sit in here. Same thing with the top ones, they just sit in here, here. Sit. What it is the motor in here. It turns here and then pushes like a rod down here. I'm not quite sure if it's using these arms actually, and it's in here where the gear is. Because it can't be in here, see there's a gap. So the only thing I'm thinking is in this arm here. And then it runs something up to here, goes into this motor system here. Which you can see it sitting down in here with the wires and stuff, that's all in the motor system. So later on I might put a actually working cylinder up here, take this motor out, put a working cylinder here so I have individual operational for each part. And then in here I might just leave it, and I might just maybe cut down a little bit more so this can go down farther. Oh, I guess it can't go any farther, cylinders bottom out. And I want this light to stay on. So once you turn the power on, this light's on. It looks a lot better than go on off. Oh, it's how farther it can go? Yeah, definitely when I upgrade these things, I'm going to make them so they go a lot farther. Nope. I lost radio signal. That's why it stopped. Alright, that's how farther it can go. That's pretty good. I think my battery's dying. Alright, we gotta get another battery in here, then I'll keep making a video. So I put a different battery in for my Bobcat up there, so hopefully it works. I almost think it might be the motor, because the rest of this stuff works pretty good. Well, I'm trying to... So I think it's a turntable motor might be given out. had to put the outskirts on here. I just set them in place. They're not latched in there. But that's what you need this wide trailer for. See how close that gets to the edge? Looks pretty good, doesn't it? Let's grab the radio here and set down the boom. That's why I need to put a better radio on this thing for fine movement. Oh, that's why the boom's offset. See, it's offset. So that's why I won't line up in here right. I was wondering what was going on there. Guess that's how this one's gonna have to ride in there like that to keep the whole thing straight. Oh, look at that. It's not gonna work. I wonder if I have to load this thing from the front. I might have to load it this way and it... Yeah, that's how you're gonna have to load this one if you have this trailer. You're gonna have to load it from the front.